time, with great sacrifice, the school not only survived, but began to thrive. Today, Ipoly is a California Distinguished School. It's been a Verizon demonstration high school, and it's one of the best high schools in the nation, as noted by U.S. News and World Report. Did you know that? Yeah. And all this was accomplished by our little schoolhouse that started off as one classroom up here, and then a parking lot, and now a brand new $20 million home, permanent home. Yeah, I could say we've come a long way. Today we celebrate your accomplishments, but I also want to take a moment to recognize your parents. Your parents had the courage to send you to Ipoly, knowing that you would work harder than most other high school students. And I think that they deserve a hand for taking that risk to bring you here even before the new building was built. Parents, we want to thank you. Also, the sacrifice of your teachers. You know, we had a good time meeting as a staff on Friday and talked about the sacrifice of those early years, and so many of our teachers had made, and the future was in doubt. But they stood in the gap, and they made a great sacrifice to stay and build. And even though we have this beautiful building, every teacher said to a person, it's not about the building, it's the quality education that we're providing and these great students that participated in this great education. So you teachers, I want to thank you for your sacrifice. You got us here. Thank you for all of your commitment. Thank you to you as students who made and that came in and come in day out and make Ipoly your home. I want each and every one of you to be proud graduates of Ipoly. I can say without a doubt that you represent the very best in high school graduates, not only in California, but in the nation. How many high schools can boast that their seniors meet our nation's 21st century priorities established by the White House administration? Those priorities describe skills that are the very things that we teach you here at Ipoly. Those things are the ability to problem solve, to think critically, and take responsibility, to look at complex issues, and to compassionately make decisions that really count. You are prepared for these big challenges. Every one of us in education made a decision to enter this vocation because we want to make a difference in the lives of young people. For those of us at Ipoly, making a difference in your lives has become our passion and our purpose. Our vision is intimately tied with your potential, and we see opportunities where you may have seen challenges. Eventually the two merge and you discover that you've become, and we've seen you become, amazing young men and women. Upon this graduation, have already accomplished more than most adults. And that leads right into my amazement at your projects. I was amazed the last 2 weeks as I walked around and saw many of your senior presentations. You were so poised and confident, so articulate. You systematically answered your essential question and did a fine job of evidencing your research supported by your service learning. I often found myself thinking, man, these guys are amazing. They're the future. They're going to be the best teachers. They're going to be the best at whatever they endeavor to do. In fact, we had an alumni get-together this last week. And to a person, they said that they were proud of their Ipoly education for how it prepared them for college, how presentations were a snap for them because of all that they did on a daily basis here at Ipoly. Hearing them say that, and we're really building up that alumni association, of which you're now a part. We want you to come back and speak to that, but hearing them say that gave me more confidence in the education that we're providing here. And this project-based education is now becoming a model to other parts of the county office, as our VIPs here will attest. The topic and depth of the presentation, I was actually simply in awe of your talent, the talent that I was observing. Ultimately, I thought, how many graduating seniors across the nation can boast that they have extensively studied a career pathway of their choice and then taught a culminating 2-hour lesson to their peers. I want to tell you, teachers, family members, everybody in our audience, I can assure you, not many students have stood up for 2 hours and made a presentation like that. Well researched. It was absolutely awesome. I can say without a doubt that you represent the very best of high school graduates, not only because of what you've already accomplished, but because you're entering adulthood as informed and talented young men and women. You take with you what you've learned at Ipoly, and you will lead the way in creating quality work environments that function collaboratively, creatively, and critically. You will be passionate defenders of our environment, global causes, and the humanities. You will set aside and set the agenda for your communities, and you will work for a greater good in whatever arenas you find yourself in. As you move forward in life, keep your Ipoly values close to your heart. Those values: being open-minded and courageous, challenge the norm and the expected, seek solutions, honor one another while valuing differences, embrace the power within you to make a difference, and always keep your sense of humor, as you've heard in our earlier speeches. Today, as you graduate, the members of your Ipoly family rejoice in your triumph. And I want you to know, as your principal and finishing the first year, I just want you to know I'm proud of you, and that you can come back at any time, and please come back. All of our teachers open their arms to you, and if you need guidance, or even if you hit a rough patch, which all of us do, I want you to know we think about you, and I know myself, I pray for you, and we have the very best of hopes for your future. And so I wish you good luck. And now, I'd like to ask our VIPs to get in position. Dr. Del